Creating motion graphics or animations takes a lot of time and can cost a lot of money. A 15-second clip can take days or weeks and cost hundreds to thousands of dollars to make. But with AI, we can create motion graphics in a few minutes and the cost is extremely low. Let me show you. Here is what we are going to create. And here is another example of what we will create. Let's get started. The first thing I did was to create the image of the shoes. I used Imagen Ultra here with this image size, then I used this prompt. I'll leave all the prompts that I used in the description below. After generating the image here, I got this result. Then to generate other images, I went to edit photos here. Then I uploaded the image that I initially generated. Then from the models here, I used Google Nano Banana to turn the liquid inside this shoe to red. Then I got this result. I repeated the same process, but this time I turned the liquid to blue, and this was the result that I got. You can use nearly any of these models and you'll get similar results. So now that I have all my images, I went to create videos here. So to do the animation, you want to choose the model that has the first frame and also the last frame. So when you click on the models here, you'll be able to see from their description if they support last frame. So you can either use Screen 2.1 here, or you can use Seedream Lite or Hailuo and Pixverse 5. So in this case, I used Hailuo, and for the first frame, I chose the blue ones. Then for the last frame, I chose the red ones. Then for the prompt, this is what I requested. Then for the settings, I used 1080p and the duration is 6 seconds. Once I was happy with everything, I just clicked generate, and this is the result that I got. Then to generate the last one, I just changed this last frame to be the first frame, and for the last frame, I added the green one. Then I changed the prompt slightly so that it differs with the first one. And once I was happy with all the settings, I just clicked generate, and this is the result that I got. So now that we have our two videos, we can just combine them in any video editing software and maybe add some music. And after everything, this is the result that I got. I did the similar thing with the last one for Singapore. So first I arranged my images, then I edited them a little bit. So I had this map of Singapore, then I asked Google Nano Banana to add a small 3D model of Marina Bay to the map. This is the result that I got. Then I uploaded the map that I got using the same Nano Banana. I asked it to surround the map with water. And this is the result that I got. The last thing I did for images, I took the image of the Marina Bay, then I asked Nano Banana to highlight it and show some information. I saw this prompt from a guy on Twitter, and you can see here the results are very good. So I used the similar prompt and I just replaced this placeholder here with Marina Bay Sands. And this is the result that I got. Okay, now that we have all our images, we can create the video by using the similar step that we did in the first place. Again, we're going to go for first frame and last frame. Hailuo and Pixverse did very well for this one. I didn't like the results from Green and Seedream Lite. For the first frame, we have this map here with a pin there, and for the second frame, we have Singapore there with a small 3D model of Marina Bay. Then for the prompt here, we'll zoom into this red pin and transform it into this map. I really struggled with this one, as you saw from the results area, but this was the closest to what was better. So maybe if you can play around with the prompt, you'd come up with better results. So after running this one, this was the result. Okay, now that we have these results, we can change this one. This 3D map now becomes the first frame, and the last frame will be the Marina Bay. For the prompt, we'll slowly zoom into this 3D model, then it becomes this one here. So when I was happy with the settings, I just hit generate, and this was my result. And finally, we do the same process. We get this last frame as our first frame, and we add the one that has the blue highlights as our last frame. The last prompt was simple. This is what we have. So we're just going to highlight this one and show some information there. And when I generated this was the result that I got. Then the last thing, as usual, is just to open any video editing software that you have, then put this together and add some music effects, and this is the final result. So you can see that what would take a lot of time using traditional methods, with AI you can just do it in a few minutes, which is a great advantage. You saw that we used different AI models throughout this video. Imagen 4 for image generation, Nano Banana for image editing, Hailuo for video generation. All these models are different and you need a separate account to access each one of them. But on LearnHive, you can use all of these models and more without switching tabs or creating multiple accounts. I'll leave the link in the description below.